Somewhere along the way, overwhelm became normal. I'm telling you from my lived experience. Normal to carry the schedules, the meals, the emotions, the reminders, the dreams you still secretly have for yourself. And if you're anything like me, you're trying to hold motherhood, work, your home, your goals, and everyone else together all at the same time. But here's what I learned. Overwhelm doesn't always come from doing too much. Sometimes it comes from trying to mentally carry everything at once. There were days I felt like I was feeling everyone and everywhere. Not fully present at home, not doing enough for my dreams, not resting enough, always feeling behind. And you guys, this honestly was a constant battle and at times continues to be a battle. And the hardest part, most moms don't realize how overstimulated and mentally overloaded they are because we've gotten so used to functioning that way. We literally think this is the way it's supposed to be. And if you're new here, my name is Nelly. I'm a mom of 3 little kids. I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, almost 4, and I have a 6-month-old. I also work full-time as a director for a youth program going on my 8th year. And I run a content creation business where I earn 4 figures consistently every single month. So I get it. I'm living it. I'm doing it. So I am talking to you guys literally from that experience. One thing that changed everything for me, though, it was learning to stop carrying the entire day in my head all at once. I stopped asking, how am I going to do all of this? And I started asking, what matters most right now? Not tomorrow, not next week, not the entire list, just this moment. You guys, this is where grace needs to be extended. I also had to realize the pressure to do motherhood perfectly really was driving me crazy. Some seasons are survival. Some seasons are growth. Some seasons require more softness. Some days, you guys, the house mess is causing the mental load, like you're seeing in the background of this video. So I had to go out and I had to clean the house because that was causing me the overwhelm and the stress, and I had to leave other things for later. So you have to say no to going out or staying for that extra meeting when that happens. While other weeks, it's the back end of that. The work schedule is crazy. You're backed up in meetings. You have more film days. And so the house may be a little bit more chaotic and you have to delegate, move things around, ask for help. But you need to understand that you don't have to be doing everything simultaneously. That mental load that you have in your mind, you have to speak it. You have to speak to someone. You have to talk to somebody and understand that it does not have to be perfectly done. What do you need today in this moment right now so that you don't feel overly exhausted and overstimulated? Because honestly, a lot of overwhelm comes from expecting ourselves to perform like machines while living very human lives. And I really had to step back and understand for myself because I realized I had this high pressure for myself. I told myself, I have to do these things. I have to be this way. This is what makes a good mother. If I don't do this, then I'm failing at my kids. If I don't do this, then I'm failing at my job. If I don't do that, then I'm failing at my business. And I was constantly telling myself that I was not doing enough when I was doing exactly what I needed in that moment. And we need to also remember that it's very easy to compare ourselves to how other people are living their lives, how other people are going about their business, are going about being a mom and running things. We all have different responsibilities. Like I said, I work full time. I am out of the door by about 11 o'clock and I don't get home till 8. While other people work super early, get back at 5 and can run a night shift very differently than I would. But we need to understand that when we get into that comparison, when we get into that mode, we think that we have to continue to add certain things that just don't fit our season. You need to step back and analyze and ask yourself, what is going on right now with my life? What are my non-negotiables? What is going on that I need to focus on, that I need to take care of? What gives me serious overwhelm? Is it the house mess on the weekend? Is it when I don't get to go on walks with my kids? Are you doing something for yourself, right? Like you are very, very easily able to step back and say, okay, this is all that's on my mind. This is what's going on. What do I need to do next? I will also add that I stopped waiting for an entire free day to feel like myself again. Instead, I started to create teeny pockets of time. Pockets of time are best friends to us moms, especially us moms that are doing a number of different things. We get really good, and if you get really good at being able to use those pockets productively, and I want to also preface here, productive doesn't mean doing more. It means using your time for what you need so your mental load isn't going crazy, right? That's why I said if it's cleaning the house, if it's drinking a glass of wine, if it's, folding the clothes, if it's answering a work call, whatever you need so that your stress load for that day or for that week reduces. That is how you are being productive with your time, okay? So 10 quiet minutes before everyone wakes up. Music while cleaning, a walk outside, saying no to things that drain me, and letting small moments refill me instead of waiting for the burnout. We really have to rethink things. I was talking to somebody about the fact that I started saying, okay, this is going to be moved to tomorrow. Or right now, I cannot handle that mess. It's too much for me because I have to do XYZ that matter more to me right now. You are going to be able to create those priority lists, know what happens, and then when you have to extend grace, be able to extend or ask for that help that you need from your support team, from delegating, which sometimes means Walmart Plus, or it means a pharmacy delivery, or it means DoorDash. When it's like, nope, I'm not prepping meal today. You need to know that. And somewhere in the middle of motherhood, I also realize I matter too. My dreams matter, because when I follow my dreams, my creativity is on fire, y'all. And when I am on fire, when I have my dreams, when I'm being creative, I show up better for my family, for my households. So that's exactly why I said, okay, I have to figure out how to make my business work for me instead of saying I'll put it to the side and then continue to just feel not me, upset, unhappy, all the different things at night, even though I was, being with my kids and all the other things. The parts of me outside of serving everyone else matters, y'all. And when I got intentional with this, my business, which is my creative outlet, it grew in so many great ways. Last year, if I'm putting numbers out there for you guys, I made about 1,500 in the whole entire year. And this year alone, in the last 4 months, so I'm talking about beginning of May 1st, I made 6,500 with my content creation business. And I'm telling you guys, it was really when I built systems, I stepped back from trying to do too much, but instead realized what I need. What are my things that can keep me on track so that I feel good while being able to keep track with everything else. You are allowed to build something for yourself while still loving your family deeply, while still caring for yourself, establishing, like I mentioned before, non-negotiables, while sprinkling in grace and pivots. Allow for pivots. And listen, systems have been my best friend for this, because that is how I keep everything on track. I'm actually going to link down below for you guys a planner for me. If you're someone who likes to see things organized in a way that has all the tabs that you can press on, have it on an iPad or print it, whatever works for you, I'm going to link that's completely free, and it breaks down everything for motherhood. I'm telling you guys, absolutely everything. Mark my words for it. But again, I'm linking it down below, and I also have a productivity PDF guide that's coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But all I want to do is think about ways that we can continue to reduce that mental load that we have going on for ourselves, okay? So if you've been feeling overwhelmed lately, this is your reminder. This video did not come by accident. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need a perfect routine. You do not need to do any of that at all. Yes, you need to understand yourself, how you work best, what are your triggers, what works for you, what overwhelms you, all those different things that you need to establish, but nothing needs to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up with intention. I'm going to say that again, with intention, one moment at a time. You're carrying a lot. Remember, you are. And the fact that you're still showing up every day says more about your strength than you realize. Us moms are legit superheroes. I will say that all the time. So no, you're not behind. Nope, you're not failing. You're simply learning how to balance a life that asks for a lot from you. And we are grateful. We love this life. We appreciate this life. We want this life, right? And it's okay to want those things and also feel like you are trying to figure out how to stay afloat from it, right? But when you catch yourself in those moments, all that means is that you need to figure out systems, you need to figure out what works for you, and you need to stop making things work for other people. And maybe the goal isn't doing everything, again, perfectly. Maybe the goal is learning how to move through it all with more grace. Now, here you're catching me at the end. I'm folding clothes. I had a long day of cleaning, guys, because I was backtracked from vacation and all the good stuff, plus a long week of work. And I needed today to offload, to drink a glass of wine, and my husband took care of the kids while I was doing this. I expressed that to him. I talked to him about that, and that is what I needed so that I can function best for the rest of the week and the day. If this video encouraged you, send it to another mom who needs a reminder today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always connecting in this space. And remember that we need to continue to encourage one another. We got this.